So any questions with those three equations? Welcome back. All right, while we're waiting, we'll go ahead and look at what the next equation is. Okay, so we want to determine the types of equation that we have here. So let's look at solving this and see what type this is. So we want to solve and determine the equation type. Okay, so we've got -2 and then x plus 4 plus 3x equals 2x minus 8. Okay, so basically we want to take this equation here and determine which one of these three equations is that. Is it identity? Is it a condition, or is it a contradiction? Okay. So first thing we're going to do is what? Anybody tell the class what do we do first?
You distribute.
It's right. We distribute the -2. So that'll be -2 times x. That'll be a -2x. And then what'll be -2 times 4? That'll be what?
-8.
-8. Good. Plus 3x equal to x minus 8. Okay, now what do we do?
Combine like terms.
Combine like terms, right? So you got a -2x and a positive 3x. That'll give us a positive 1x, right? Minus 8 equals 2x minus 8. Questions there? Okay, so now if we were to try to combine the x's together, right, by applying minus x to both sides, what happens to the x's?
They cancel.
Cancel, right? It's like they go to 0. But we don't put 0 minus 8. We just put whatever's left over. So we got a -8 equals to a -8. So from that, is it an identity, condition, or a contradiction? All x is canceled out. And
Is it identity?
Yes, it's identity. It's identity equation, and it has infinite solutions. So this would be identity equation. Identity equation, infinite solutions. In other words, what's happening here is you have, here's a graph, right? And you've got two lines. Well, one line is on top of another line. So they all have the same, they both have the same solution. So there's an infinite number of points that are the same for both of these lines. And so it's an infinite solution. All right. Questions with that? Okay, so that explains all that. Okay, all real numbers or infinite solutions, same thing. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. Here we have example 3b. We've got 5x minus 4 equals to 11. And we want to do the same thing. We want to solve and determine what kind of equation we have here. So we want to isolate the x. So what do we do first?
Add 4 to both sides.
Good. I like to say +4 because remember, sometimes one side we would subtract, but the other side we might be adding. So we're going to, the 4's go to 0, right? So that'll be 5x, and then 11 plus 4,
15.
15, good. And now the 5 is multiplying into x. So we want to do the inverse operation of multiplication, which would be what?
Divide both sides by 5.
Divide both sides by 5. Very good. So 5 divided by 5 is 1, right? So the 5's go to 1. And then 5 can divide into 15
3 times.
3
3
times.
times.
Right, because 3 times 5 is 15, right? So x equals 3. So our question now, so that's our solution, but what type of equation do we have here? Identity, conditional, or contradiction? Well, did the x's
Would
cancel?
be conditional.
Yeah, conditional,
Quantity.
right? Because we get a
Quantity.
single solution. So we get a condition, this is a conditional equation. A single solution. Okay, questions with that? Very good. Okay, so we got conditional equation. Solution set is 3. All right, we got time for one more. Identify the types of equations. So here we have 3 parentheses 3x minus 1 is equal to 9x plus 7. And I know I'm going to kind of rush through this because we only have a few minutes left. So first thing we're going to do is distribute, right? So 3 times 3x is 9x. 3 times 1, -1 is a minus. 3 times 1, -1 is a -3. We've got 9x plus 7. Okay, we want to do the x's first, right? So we've got a 9x on one side and 9x on the other. So what do? If this is a positive 9x, we want to,
Subtract.
right, apply minus 9x. So we always want to combine the x's first. Well, 9x minus 9x, that goes to 0. 9x minus 9x, that goes to 0. So we're left with negative
-3.
equals to 7. Well, does -3 equal 7? Are these two the same?
No.
They're not, right? -3 does not equal 7. So in that case, what kind of equation do we have now?
The last one.
The last one, the contradiction, right? No solution. This is a contradiction because all the x's canceled equation. All the x's canceled and both sides do not equal. So there is no solution or empty set. Or that also means empty set, 0 with a line through it. Okay, questions with that?